Hey, what's up, Eagles Nation? It's your boy Cool Eagle back here with another video. Just want to come talk to you guys because, man, we got a lot of good sports going on. We got a lot of things to talk about with our own team, to be real. And it's just so sad because Brandon Brooks is officially retired. Yes, Brandon Brooks is officially retired. And it saddens me because I really, like a lot of Eagles fans, wanted to see Brandon Brooks play a full season with Jalen Hurts and how much of the contribution he would bring to that offensive line room and just the overall offense. I feel like we are San Francisco. I feel like this team is the San Francisco 49ers, but, because think about it. We run the ball really well. We're like number one over the last, 5-6 weeks or some shit like that, right? Like something crazy. And the 49ers, they're a run-first team, but they have quarterback play when they need it in Jimmy Garoppolo, no matter what you say. If the 49ers end up winning on Sunday, there's not much you can too much say about Jimmy Garoppolo. He's brought you to 2 Super Bowls, but this video is not even about Jimmy Garoppolo. This is about how the Eagles would have been so well-balanced. Well, not just well-balanced, more balanced with Brandon Brooks on the offensive line. And it's just so sad to see a player like him retire, but you understand because you tore both your Achilles, right? You tore one on the left, you tore one on the right, and it's just at this point, how much more do you want to put your body through? And that's, understandable. As a former athlete, even today, I still have, minor knee tendonitis here and there. I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate to that, and so I understand what Brandon Brooks was doing. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. It works out for him because he doesn't have to put his body through any more of that, and then the fact that the Eagles, they win because they don't keep him on the roster, therefore, less money wasted and more money and resources to be allocated towards building this team around Jalen Hurts. That's what it's all about. Building this team around Jalen Hurts. What fits him? What is his strengths and weaknesses? We know that for certain route combinations, he's not that good. But he's more of a receiver. A quarterback. He's more of a quarterback that can develop over time just because all he needs is better anticipation and timing. That's all he really needs. And I feel like with a mind like Nick Sirianni, who to me is a run-first coach, I feel like he'll work that really well into this offense, making Jalen Hurts look like what we know he can be. And this is just so much good news for Eagles fans because you're going into this offseason despite not, meeting fan expectations, which is the Super Bowl every year, which is super impossible. That's never, ever been... that's not something that you would expect the Philadelphia Eagles. We just don't have that kind of team right now. But we can, and that's what this central focus is. Saving dead money on Brandon Brooks retiring. You got 3 first-round draft picks at your disposal. I think you have, 15, 18, and 19 or some shit like that. But either way, you have 3 first-round picks, and you can build at key positions. That's something to be proud of. And then the fact that even with the team that you had, your ceiling in the outcome tells us that we were so much better than what people had us on paper. We were much better than that. And the analytics showed that. We had the number 1 rushing team over a good amount of time, 5-7 weeks or something like that. And then Jalen Hurts is one of the top 3. I think he's the best and has the most explosive plays for a quarterback. That's amazing for someone in his first full year starting on his 6th offensive coordinator. It's unbelievable how much potential this man has, and I'm not just saying that because he's also from Texas. I'm not just having a bias here. I'm just coming from the experience of watching this man play in person and then watching him in college, what he did. Yeah, okay, he got benched. That's okay. because the outcome still weighs the same. Like, he still became the starting quarterback for a really great franchise, which I still believe that. I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles franchise, just being in a big market, always exceeds expectations. I feel like, and we have been one of the best teams in the NFL since 2000. Like, we have the most playoff wins, and we got 2 Super Bowls out of it, and we won 1. That's okay. A lot of great quarterbacks never see 1 Super Bowl, let alone getting the 2 of them. Well, I'm sorry, like, a lot of franchises don't really see 1 Super Bowl. So for us to get the 2 and win 1 in the fashion that we won the Super Bowl, like, that's something to be proud of. In being a Philadelphia Eagles fan, that's something to be proud of. And just moving forward, like, I feel like this team is moving in the right direction. I feel like if we use these draft picks right, invest on defense, because for years now we've been like 26th. We've been like the bottom tier in teams that invest in defense, which is crazy because historically that is one of Philadelphia's strengths. Going back to my days of, of like Corey Simon, like Hugh Douglas, like the names, Asante Samuel, Vincent Taylor, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We can go back, to Brian Westbrooks. We can, not Brian Westbrook played on offense, but dude, just Brian Dawkins, Michael Lewis, all those guys, like Bobby Taylor, Shepard. It's like we have, that's where our strengths are. Defense, getting to the quarterback and being okay on the backside. Okay? Because I don't think there was ever a time in Philadelphia Eagles history where we just led the league in interceptions. I don't think interceptions, but I think playing solid, sound, tough football on defense is one of our strengths, and then running the ball. But at the same time, like, we have a really good running back room. We do have a really good running back room. So do you even need to draft a running back high like that? Like, look at the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills don't have a star running back like that, even though Devin Singletary is coming up. So I don't want to hear like you need a star running back. No, you don't. You really don't. Because in a lot of Tom Brady Super Bowls, like we can't remember a superstar running back that he had. Yeah, he had LeGarrette Blount and not Corey Dillon, but like somebody else. But they weren't superstar running backs like the Marshawn Lynch's, the Zeke Elliott's in his earlier days. Running backs like that with a household name. Like, they never had that, and they were still able to be successful. You just need a okay running game. If you can get like 100 to 150 yards a game, like, you're set. And I feel like we have proven that we're able to do that with and without Miles Sanders. So it's just, to me, like, you just gotta just look at the bigger picture. I think there's a bigger picture to this, investing on defense, getting what we need, and then, like, I mean, if we have to get another receiver, cool. I mean, I'm not overly emotional about getting a receiver, because even though, like, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Jalen Reagor are such, like, disappointments, man. Like, you just hate to see that, and you already don't have that really experience of a wide receiver room or anyone that, or like anyone outside of Devontae Smith that can just be a threat like that. No, you're not. It's very, 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 very hard to do. But it's okay, though. I think we're in good shape. I'm not worried about anything. Like, for right now, we're just going to let these playoffs roll out. I got Cincinnati with the upset, man. I like Joe Burrow. I like what I've seen out of his development over these past 2 years, coming off an injury. But it's so hard to pick against Patrick Mahomes, man. Like, he's Patrick Mahomes. He's Patrick Mahomes. So what are you going to do? And it's just, now, the 49ers in LA, honestly, I don't really care who comes out the NFC. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, the AFC is just going to win. Like, they're going to win it. Like, I know the NFC, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if the NFC won, just because, like, San Fran and LA have some of the best defenses in the NFL. And they can both run the ball. And both of them have at least okay quarterback play. Matt Stafford, not so sure. Like, he had a good game against Tampa Bay, but, you know what I'm saying, he still has to prove more because of what the Rams invested in. But it's just goes to say, like, I would not be surprised if the NFC, you know, wins the Super Bowl in another glorious fashion. Maybe it'll be San Fran versus Cincinnati, something that hasn't happened since the 80s. Maybe it'll be San Fran and Kansas City, another rematch. Like, who would not want to see that? Who would not want to see that? And then, or like, you can have the Bengals have a chance to win their first Super Bowl, I think, ever. Since they last went to the Super Bowl against the 49ers, like, what, 30, 40 fucking years ago, like however long that drought is. Like, I think it was 30 years, though. So let me not be disrespectful to Bengals Nation. I like Joe Burrow. I like Jamar Chase. I like Mixon. You know what I'm saying? And that defense, they cool. They cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they ain't, like, elite, scary, you know, Ravens, Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis and all that, but like they not scary like that. But I'm saying, like, they'll surprise you. I like Trey Hendrickson, and I like Hilton. I like what they got. Oh yeah, and Jesse Bates, boy, Bates is nice. So I wouldn't be surprised, man. It's definitely going to be good playoffs. But I got Cincinnati upsetting the Chiefs, and I got I got LA beating San Francisco by like a field goal. I feel like that game's going to come down to a field goal. So, like, let me know what you think in the comments. I know I went on a lot, and just hope to hear from y'all soon. Thank you.